I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everybody? Come on in. Come on in. We are talking Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight, episode 5, child. So I need everybody on deck because there was a lot to talk about. But this time, I want to hear from y'all, okay? So first up, you got to drop your city, your state, wherever you are from, your country, into the chat so that I can say what's up to y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? I see you. I see you. Thank you to all of the moderators that are here tonight. Anyone that you see with a purple wrench behind their name, they're here to make sure that you guys have a good time, okay? All that I ask is that you're not disrespectful to each other. Otherwise, you will be timed out. This is a commentary. This is a little bit of a debate, too, because I really want to hear your opinions on everybody on the show. Y'all know that we've been talking about Kimmy having a conversation with Carlos, saying that we need to do these reunions after the show completely airs. We need the season to fully air so that we can address everything because she needs people to say things to her face. So that was part of the conversation we're going to have tonight. And these, again, is things that's happened months ago. It's TV, it's produced. I don't mind you guys having different opinions. In fact, I want different opinions. I need to know where everybody's squad is, okay? The Millimeter Squad. I don't even know what the Kimmy Squad actually is, but if there is a name, if y'all know what it's called, put it in the chat. I want the Kimmy Squad to come through. I want the Marsau Squad to come through. I want the Martell Squad, if there is a damn squad for Martell, to come through. Okay, I see you, Oxford, North Carolina. What's up? What's up, Chicago? What's up? What's up, Columbus, Ohio? Y'all know I'm from Ohio. I appreciate my Ohio family coming through. What's up, New York? I appreciate you. Columbus, Georgia. Maryland, what's up? I got Florida in the house. What's up? Birmingham, Alabama. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Florida again, West Palm Beach, Texas, Florida, Mississippi. Come on in. Come on in. You are, for first time, you are a fan of Marsau. Listen. I was sitting there looking like, what? Now, I have got to tell y'all, for a minute, I have been saying on my channel, and I've been getting cussed the hell out for it. I said, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but there's a little something different about Marsau and Tisha. They are coming off as a real couple these days. I don't know. Maybe they're happy about the lawsuit is over. I don't know. But there's something that has them looking real chummy husband and wife. Okay. What's up, Monica? And I have to say, I appreciated what I saw. Okay. What's up? What's up, Chicago in the house? One of my favorite cities ever. Come on. Let's see who else, y'all. We got Connecticut. Okay. So anyway, listen, y'all, we are going to talk about it. I appreciate every single one of y'all. What's up, Callie? Nice to see you, Dallas. We're going to talk about it, and I want to hear y'all opinion. Okay. This is not my official review. This is your review. You get to come up. You get to talk about what you saw, what you didn't see, what you like, what you didn't like. And I'm going to give an official review tomorrow, like I usually do. Okay. Louisiana, my next favorite city ever. Marsau is dangerous. What you mean by that? What did you see that was dangerous, child? I didn't see it. I do know he's not afraid of Martell. We've been saying for a little while that Martell had secrets. Martell is holding the secrets, and that's why nobody's afraid to go against him or whatever these things may be. Child, Martell ran out there and got that little ass cell phone, and both Tisha and Marsau said, "Tell it. We don't give a shit. Tell it." It was probably some of the most entertaining TV. This has been some of the most entertaining TV of Love and Marriage Huntsville history. Okay, I have been digging it. Okay, let me put myself on the screen. Okay, what's up? Come on in. I'm about to put a link into the chat, and I'm going to pin it. Hopefully the links work. Okay. And basically, y'all, here we go. So if this works, let me check it and see if it does or if it doesn't. Nope, it did not work. Hold on. Let me take this one down and put another one up, child. Got me looking crazy over here. Hold on. Join the panel. Okay, it looks like it works now. Just make sure this other one works. That one works. Okay. Now I just have to pin it. Okay, so the new link has been pinned, and that will get you behind the wall or on the panel. And then it'll also get you, if you'd like to join, become a member, you'll be able to become a member. I do want to thank Oliski Williams for becoming a new member. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you. Okay. I don't like my background. I'm about to change it. I need it to look more cityfied. Here we go. We'll have a little people walking back here. Okay. So, yeah, I was going to put it on giving you guys 2 opportunities to chit chat. Okay. Because we'll see how it flows. But first up, because I do have Melody, Kimmy, and Maurice in the thumbnail, I wanted to talk about, hey, what's up? I see you back here. Let's see. Make sure that you are visible. I see you. I'll get you up in a second. I need anybody who is team Kimmy and Maurice. If you're team Kimmy or Maurice, put a 1 in the chat. If you are team Melody, put a 3 in the chat. I want to see how many people are out there, because what's going to happen is if I don't get people to come up and speak on their fave, okay, I'm going to have to pretend like I'm back in college. I'm going to have to pretend like I'm back in college. You know what I'm saying? And on the debate team, because I want to make sure that we have a balanced panel. Do you feel me? A balanced panel. So the majority of people are team Melody. Okay. Well, I don't see y'all back here. Why haven't you hit the link? I need at least one person to hit the link. Hit the link, come up, fight your team, for your team. There's way too many 3s in the chat for nobody to be, I have a team Melody up here. Come on. Who's Kimmy and Maurice? Well, I'm asking you guys to come up so that we can have a discussion. Okay? Melody is producing her show, period. Nope. See, you can't be afraid to come up and talk. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. All right. I'm going to set up the scene and then we'll just move forward, okay? If we don't have anybody to come up to speak on Mel's behalf. So listen, we're going to start with Kimmy's scene. Y'all know last episode, we had Melody have a one-on-one, a conversation with Shanita. And Melody was basically saying nobody was there to support. I think it was a new event, an event where she was helping, I think, the homeless. She was feeding the homeless, okay? Thank you, Sharon, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Thank you. And apparently this event that Melody had was, I guess, the day after Maurice had gotten arrested, okay? Arrested for a DUI. It was all over the YouTube streets and probably more. But at the end of the day, I'm going to bring up Mildred. Hold on. Let me bring up Mildred. Welcome, Mildred.
Hey, Diana. Thank you. Thanks. Happy to be here.
Okay. Are you representing Team Kimmy?
No, neither. No. I'm team family. I'm team family.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm trying to get people to have a healthy debate because we get, there's so many people that's getting booted around on YouTube. It can feel a little crazy when people can't say their opinions. But anyway, I'm just going to set something up and I'm going to ask you some questions about it. And you and I can talk. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I appreciate you. Okay, so anyway, Melody was sharing with Shanita that she didn't have anybody from the cast that come and support her event. And she said I don't know if she invited them. I'm assuming she did. She just said nobody showed up. She said she rarely feels supported by the cast, whether they are there in appearance or there financially. She said that she does a lot for them, but they don't do that much for her. And she just let it out the bag. She said at the end of the day, she does not, I don't want to use the word respect, but it felt like she was saying she didn't like what Maurice did. She believed that Maurice was very immature, always has been. And then he's the one who likes to come in with the MLK speeches. She said that he also is a partier. He's a partier, always has been as well. So a lot of the stuff that she did say, Kimmy actually confirmed. She said that Maurice is a partier, that she has a lot of fights with Maurice about going out and partying to the wee hours in the morning. She said she don't think that where they are in their life and in their age group, they shouldn't be doing things like that. But she also said she can't keep fighting that fight. Sometimes you got to pick your battles. The reason why he was out in the first place is because they were celebrating her son's birthday. And she said, I really wanted him to come. He was at work. I told him, you need to come. We've been invited. And then after they decided to leave the party, Maurice got hemmed up with Marsau and I guess some of his other brothers. And that's when all the crazy went down. The DUI happened. Okay. So in this scene with Melody and Kimmy, Melody is bringing her in to get the tea. Okay. Kimmy said that's what it was for. She was like, I appreciate her, kind of saying it's about my health, but we all know that she's just trying to get the tea. And Melody just has a straight up conversation. I won't even say it was that ugly. She basically said, listen, Maurice done some shit to embarrass you. He's done something to embarrass you. And I used to be married to a man who embarrassed the hell out of me. Okay. That's what she said. Hold on. Let me take this down. I appreciate all the memberships. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Review Hour. Welcome.
Hey.
So she said, I was married to a man who used to embarrass the hell out of me. So I know what you're going through. And she was trying to get Kimmy to talk about it. But Kimmy did not throw Maurice under the bus. She didn't throw Maurice under the bus. She didn't give her any of the, I can't stand Maurice's, beige ass or none of that stuff.
She did not.
He did not. She said, listen, I'm going to support him where he's at. Melody tried to get some more information out of her. She basically said, you saw it on the internet when Mel said, is it true that he got arrested in the daytime? Like, was it afternoon drinking? Is he a day drunk? As Marsau so affectionately called Miss Wanda, is he a day drunk child? And she said, you saw it on the internet. Mel just kind of pulled back and went, so it's true. Okay, so it's true. When Mel said she was going to come back with season 1 Melody, she's bringing season 1 Melody back. And I have to say, I prefer this Mel. I understand 4, 5, and 6. She had to pull back because she had other shit. But we need her to get back in the game. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. Okay.
Well, she is. She in it now. She's definitely in it.
Facts. Okay, ladies, tell me what y'all thought of everything.
Oh, wow.
Let's start with you, Mildred.
Well, I like the scene with Kimmy and Mel. The two women, to watch them spar, to watch them verbally spar, is quite intriguing. Neither one of them is a dummy, okay? Neither one of them are lacking any scruples. Let me tell you what, they are both very sharp women. And it was I find them formidable when they get into. Listen, if you can't step in the arena, don't step into the damn arena. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. And Kimmy is really good with saying something without saying it. And, and Melody is very good
Right.
with verbal jousting. She's so good at it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that came to work today. But I
Right.
liked oh, they were ready. But Kimmy was like, no, don't put words in my mouth. And Melody had that smirk like the cat that ate the canary, like, what happened though, girl?
And
Tell
you
us.
know what
But you
else?
know what?
Hmm.
Even with watching a reality TV show, I know that it hit the news and I know it made our TVs. I still only follow what I can see on the show. I don't go beyond that, so I don't know what anybody else said about the situation. I kind
Hmm.
of watch it, I'm entertained by it, and I leave it there. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? I leave it
Hmm.
right there, and I'll pick up the following week scheduled programming time and pick it up from there and go from there because I enjoy it more that way.
Yeah.
Um, I know from being from Florida, just because you got pulled over and arrested doesn't mean you necessarily did it. Because in Florida, if you decline their
Hmm.
test, you going to jail.
That's right.
You
I
just you're going to
agree.
jail. And also on television, there's so much that he can say or that she can say because it was a legal matter at that point. So they
Right.
really needed to tread lightly. So
Right.
unfortunately, they're not going to get a whole lot of in their
Right.
scenes because it was still a legal matter.
Right, of course. I agree. I don't think that people understand how quick your mind has to work when you're in a room like with like 30 people and a camera in your face
Exactly.
and someone's asking you questions or talking about something very personal to you, off the cuff, how quick you have to be in responding to them, so that you don't look like you are lying or whatever the
Hmm.
case may be. So I actually respected that scene a whole lot. I
I
really
did
enjoyed
too.
it, because I know what it takes to do that. It's really easy for people to get hemmed up. I know a lot of people are talking about Destiny right now, but Destiny being one of them, child. When that whole Madani thing went down and Destiny was unable to speak to anybody, not to Stormy, not to Melody, not to whomever, she was just angry
Right.
and upset. But in this season, she's been able to respond to everybody. Actually, she's been able to respond to everybody, and I was like, okay, this Destiny is far better than what we used to have in the Madani scene. But anyway, what did you think? What did you think, review hour?
Hey again to everyone.
Hi.
Um,
Hey.
I well, with Kimmy, you know, she likes to produce. Now, I remember not too long ago, she talked about Destiny not giving out, talking about her life, and if she
Hmm.
wasn't talking about her life, she had to get up out of there.
Hmm.
So I'm looking at her now. Although I do understand you still have to protect your husband because it is a legal matter. So you got to be careful about what you say, but you got to give something. You
Okay,
got to give something.
you didn't like what she gave. You didn't like what she gave. Tell
I
me
think
what else you would like. What else did you think she could have said?
I wish she would have said what Melody answered the question. Hey, did it happen in the daylight hours? Or did it happen at night? How long was he gone? Give us some
Hmm.
information, as far as what time did you get the call? Was it 2? Was it 4? Was it 12 p.m.? Like, the people in the streets are saying, just, give something, and unless it was going to jeopardize, his freedom, then I understand that. But if it's not, you got to give us something. But I do understand why she would be careful about what she's saying. But you can't say this person here is not talking about their life, and to the point where you pretty much saying, hey, she needs to go. She needs to
Okay.
lose her job if she's not going to give parts of her life. Well, it goes for you too, Kimmy.
Okay. Okay. I think she gave just a little bit more than what we
Hmm.
saw from Destiny, uh, from Destiny back in the day. I
Yeah.
thought she gave just a little bit more because we had already had the scene with her and Maurice. Um, when they were at the table talking about it?
Yeah.
Did you feel
Now,
like that? Mhm.
well, I guess maybe I'm wanting a little bit of remorse, and maybe that has to come from Maurice and not Kimmy,
Uh-huh.
because I don't see it. Regardless, you were drinking and driving, and so I don't care who it is. You need to be sorry. You need to let the people know that, hey, I made a mistake and I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. I could have killed myself and someone else. And
Mhm.
to me, it was just too lightweight for me for the seriousness of it all.
Got it. Okay. Understand. I respect it. How about you, Jackie? What's your thoughts on this scene? Hello. Okay. Lost Jackie. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so anyway, that was one of the scenes. I'm looking at your comments. I'm trying to see what everybody's talking about. Miss Tina, thank you. Get the likes up, you guys. 557 of you are here and watching. I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Also, become a subscriber if you are not already. Okay, so I'm curious of what's going to happen next. We have a couple of scenes where we heard, for instance, Marsau and Tisha talk about Maurice's arrest, and Tisha saying to him, have you talked to him? Have you talked, excuse me, Tisha saying to Marsau, have you talked to him? Have you, I just want you to show him that you support him, or that maybe he's doing too much, because you notice, in my opinion, it seems like Tisha and Marsau were suggesting that he's been, messing up, that this might be a habit for him.
Yeah.
What did you think?
To me, it seems like they're saying he's a heavy drinker.
Okay.
But if you ask me, and I don't have anything against any of the characters, but it's like they are heavy drinkers. They like to drink. They really like to drink. They like to party. So I can believe that what they're saying about him. Maybe he takes it too far. He gets behind the wheel, and maybe he does it a lot, and maybe that's why they're concerned.
Do you remember on Marsau's birthday post, he said he's been damn near sober for a year, and that when he does have something to drink, it's like one as opposed to the whole bottle. Do you remember him making that post?
Uh-huh. Exactly. And
He
that
said
told me that maybe they are heavy drinkers.
okay. All right. I just was curious, child. That's what we're talking about. Someone said that Kimmy is embarrassed, not only a DUI, but a $105 million lawsuit that will impact her life. She doesn't want to talk about it, and I understand. I really do. I mean, yeah, they can't really talk about it. If you've been watching RHOP, you know that Karen won't say anything other than I'd love to talk to you about it, but it's an active lawsuit, and I refuse to say one solitary word. She won't say anything. She'll let people
Karen
talk.
ain't talking. She is not.
Mm-mm. I mean, that was as clean as you can get. Clean as you can get. So she won't do it. But everybody else, I mean, we're watching. At this point, we know that I think it's Maurice. Maurice, he does no longer has that charge. I think the state dropped everything, and I think they even reimbursed his legal fees, whatever fees were attached to it. They said that there was two situations that was wrong. Number one, they used the improper equipment. There was something about the equipment that was considered illegal. So they used the wrong equipment. And I don't know what else it said, but there was two things that was wrong. If someone remember, you can put it in the chat. Two things that was wrong, and they said that's the reason why all charges were dropped and cannot be brought back to court. So that is what I know so far, and hopefully, it'll go into next season. They'll explain what happened. They'll put a period on this storyline so that we can move forward. But outside of that, hey, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have pinned the link at the top of the chat. If you're interested in coming up and chit-chatting about the episode tonight, we can, okay? I was curious as to hearing what your opinions are. And I kind of wanted a little debate. I wanted for people to choose their sides, choose their team, and then come up and talk about it, okay? Because at this point, yeah, everybody, we should all be able to talk about everybody at this point, I think. As a person from a place where people drink often, it's not hard to get out of a DUI. I'm just saying. I don't know anything about that. I do not drink and drive. And
Me either.
my household takes it very
I
serious.
don't either. I've done
Right,
it in the past when I was really young. I don't do it now at this big age. I
right,
typically have a designated driver.
right.
But yeah.
Call an Uber, do what you're supposed to do, but no, no, no. Yes, I am Pacino. I would like to hear people have conversations the way we used to have conversations on YouTube, but I know that there is a little fear because people are fear of other people's channels, I guess, the other content creators. But I do want us to go back to a place when we were really, really normal, because now shit is not normal. Things
totally
feel
agree.
very uncomfortable, and it's really crazy when you hear the same thing over and over and over again on every channel. I think that people need to be able to come in and give other perspectives that help. We're all adults, but anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about Marsau and Martell. This event at the end, I know it is going to carry over to a part 2, but I would like to hear y'all opinions on this as well. So I'll give y'all the setup for if anybody didn't see the scene. This was actually a big part of this scene. Who said you were warned? Who was warned? What happened? Anyway, let's go. Who is Team Marsau and Tisha? Put that in the chat. If you're Team Marsau or Tisha, put a 5 in the chat. If you are Team Martell, put a 7 in the chat. Because last week when I asked y'all if Martell was doing too much and he should stay out of Tisha and Marsau's marriage, everybody sided with Martell. I think it was like 78% sided with Martell. So let's see, 2.5. That's not a vote. But now it seems like everybody is mostly siding with Marsau and Tisha. Okay, so most of the people are siding with Marsau and Tisha. End of the day, it looks like Marsau was asked a question when he did an interview with Dustin Ross, where I guess Dustin asked him how he felt about the revenge P, getting arrested for revenge P. Same kind of question that Nell Fletcher was asked. That was the hot topic, first episode of the season 8. Either way, Marsau said, I'll never respect him. I have no idea what would, possess him to do something like that. And if you can't talk sense into Martell, he said, there's a place that they've built for people like him where all you get to do is sit and think. Okay. And he was talking about the pokey. He said, Martell is eventually going to do something where he's going to have a whole lot of time to reflect, and he's going to be sitting behind bars, not for a day. Okay. Not where you can get bailed out, but he just laid in on Martell and said, I don't respect it. I don't like it. I have no idea what the hell this is going on. And then he even went as far as to say, he took something that was super sensitive. Is that how he said it? An intimate situation between him and his wife that was, that he should not have been spreading around. So he was pretty upset about it. He shared it. That's the type of conversation I would expect to hear from a man with a wife, a mama, and 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? And a son. At the end of the day, you don't want your children to get caught up in that type of bullshit, right? So he said that. And Martell, he said, number one, I don't know if anybody believes him or not, but he said, number one, he didn't get a conviction. Everybody has been telling him that he was convicted, or that's what everybody's been talking about on the internet. He said, I wasn't convicted. He made it seem like he didn't even talk to a judge. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I heard him.
Yeah, I heard it.
If you weren't convicted, then what are you appealing?
Yeah, he made it seem like he would. Exactly. What are you appealing? Who are you calling, asking them why they did go talk to the DA? So he said that he didn't even get a conviction. That was the first thing he said, which seems really crazy. Then he basically said it had nothing to do with Revenge P. He said that it had to do with a text message. I think it was a text message and the picture, because clearly the picture went with the text message, but it went back to the person that he had the situation with. So he ended up getting a harassing communication charge, which we all talked about before. It wasn't considered a felony. It was considered a misdemeanor. And I think the Revenge P is a felony, but don't know. If there's lawyers in there, you can talk to me. The lawyer I spoke to told me that it could be bumped up if he did have an appeal or something. He was like, this is about as easy as you can go, but it could get bumped up. But at the end of the day, Martell tells Marsau he was kind of hesitant, that he was upset with him because, number one, he didn't get any support after he gotten arrested. He was like, why didn't you guys just call me? Number two, why are you speaking about me on social media platforms when I didn't do what you're saying I did? That the whole thing is wrong. Marsau said, maybe I did get it wrong. Destiny says, well, now that you know the truth, are you willing to, apologize, I guess? And he said, no, because one thing I know about Martell is that he's a liar. Okay, so I'm not going to apologize because he said it. If I wanted to look it up, maybe I will. But at the end of the day, Marsau has said on 2 different scenes, he doesn't respect Martell. He said he's not interested in tearing him down, but he's not interested in building any type of friendship for the future either. And he said, at this moment in time, me and Martell are exactly where we need to be. Nothing. I don't want to be nothing to Martell. This is what Marsau is saying. Okay. So just curious, ladies, what is your opinion on Marsau and Martell? I'll start with you, Mildred. Go ahead. Marsau and Martell, what's your opinion about that scene?
I think that they're no longer friends. That's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Marsau says he doesn't have any respect for Martell, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like he should follow that up with no comments either.
Okay.
Just because I think most of us agree that the harassing communication is wrong. I think most of us agree that the revenge P is just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But my memory is pretty good. And I can remember him sitting, Marsau I'm talking about, sitting on a reunion stage at one point talking about another type of video that had to do with Miss Van.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, okay, now you're this evolved person and you're pro fam, and I love that. I love seeing their growth and I love where they are. But at the same time, this was also your homeboy. So I just got a feeling y'all did dirt together. I just feel like they did. No, it hasn't been proven. Yes, Martell runs around with that little pink thing hanging out like a pit bull. So we
Mm-hmm.
know he's done stuff and he's been caught. We see the proof, the little walking, talking, breathing evidence of it.
Right.
We don't see any evidence of what Marceau and Maurice may have done because they got matching vasectomies at the same time. With that
Same
all
day,
being
same
said,
doctor. Exactly.
right, with all of that being said, I just feel like Marceau should tread lightly and just be quiet. Just don't have any comments about it. Just love on your beautiful wife because you still have her, and
Mhm.
and proceed. Now, and they just take it a little too far. I think they really lack boundaries. Oh my God, they like personal boundaries. But at this point, I'm like, yeah, they're not friends, and they're never gonna be friends.
Mhm.
And I just feel like Marceau just needs to proceed on with his business. I wouldn't answer any damn questions concerning Martell, to be honest. I just wouldn't.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So when Tisha and Marceau are at the end of the scene saying, "We don't give a damn," tell it, show your proof. For the last 5 years or whenever we've been on the show, you have been threatening our relationship, talking all kinds of crazy because Mildred, Martell has been doing that too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
When he does
definitely.
interviews and stuff, he is constantly saying, once Tisha finds out about Marsau, she's gonna leave him. We heard Melody say that in season 7, I think, maybe season 6 or 7, where she said, I won't be crying when Tisha leave your ass.
But
There,
here's the kicker, Diana. That's not gonna happen.
well,
Tisha's not leaving her husband, and Marsau's not leaving his wife. I
on
don't care
the
what proof
reunion
they bring at this
stage,
point. I don't think it's gonna happen.
on the reunion stage, when Carlos King asked Melody and I think Kimmy, how do you guys feel about Tisha not believing that Marsau's cheating or something like that? And Kimmy kept saying, go ahead, Mel. And she, no, you go ahead, Kimmy. Like they were like passing the baton, like, girl, we
Yeah,
ain't
I
doing
remember
this
that scene.
conversation. Everybody on that show, everybody off the show believes, I won't say everybody, but a good majority believes that something may have happened. What if Tisha and Marsau are over that hump?
I think they're clearly over it. I
Okay.
do. And I've said before, there is life after infidelity. It depends on if the people want to make it work. It depends on where they see their family, and what their love is their love. And I don't care. What my grandma used to say, what you eat don't make my stomach hurt.
Don't make my stomach hurt. That's true. That's
Yes.
true. That's true. Okay. That's true. Okay. So I'm curious. I have another question for you, but I'm going to go to review hour. Review hour. What was your thoughts on that last scene, child? That was some heavy TV.
Yes, it was. But you know what? I'm glad to hear Marceau speak up because I was scared, back when they would talk about this video. I thought that he and Maurice probably had seen it.
A lot of
And
people
if
like
they
that.
had seen it, I would have lost all respect because I'm like, you have daughters, you have children, period. And for you to even look at it, I wouldn't have any respect for him. But being that he's speaking up, that tells me maybe he did not look at it. So I'm
Agreed.
glad. Hmm?
I agree. I think that if he would have looked at it, I think Martell would have said, didn't you see it? Like, I think that Martell is so angry that he wants to throw anything at him. And
Exactly.
for Marceau to just say, don't put me in that shit.
Exactly. And I don't blame him.
Right.
But, as far as Martell versus Marceau, I'm over on Marceau's side with this because Martell, in my opinion, how could I phrase it? There's something not there. Something's not clicking. And I just, I don't even know how to explain it. And I don't see how any of them would. It's just like having something to do with a ex offender. Would you just go and have dinner with one? Would you just hang out with one knowing the things that they've done? And I don't care what people say, saying it's a text message. It's a text message attached to a video
To
and
a picture.
a picture,
It was a
rather.
picture of, an intimate
Yeah,
picture though. Mhm.
exactly. Photo of his ex-wife doing whatever. And you can't get any lower than that. And I could never support anybody like that. If you'll do that, you'll do anything. I wouldn't even want my children around you.
Mhm.
I wouldn't. If you're that low to do that, I would not. If I was in his family, I wouldn't want your nieces around you. I wouldn't want your nephews around you because you're low. And I don't know
Mhm.
what you'll do.
Mhm.
That's my opinion of him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just think, just like Marceau said, there's a special place for people like that.
There's a special place for people like that.
And they don't belong in society. They just don't.
There's a lot going on with him for sure. So the questions I have for you guys is where they are now, because one of the things we could always tell as viewers, unfortunately, this is a production issue, but for viewers, we could always tell that there was a secret, right, that was happening amongst the cast that we just, like we were just like, well, who's holding the secret? Why are these people stopping short of saying or doing certain things, right?
Right.
For me at least, when I'm reviewing the show, I'm always like, what the hell? Why is this happening this way? And right now we've gotten the story in reverse. If you go back and watch it with everything that you know now, it's going to open your eyes to a completely different show, period. I encourage everybody to go back and watch it with everything that you know now, everything that has come out, especially in reunion, I think 5 or 6. Go back and watch it. People's reactions to things is going to make a little more sense to you, because I always felt like there was this huge secret that was out there. After watching this scene between Marsau and Martell, and Martell already saying, I'm never going to tell your secrets. I'm never going to tell that you guys were with other women, while at the same time saying exactly that. You guys were with other women, right? Now we have them on the show and it's blown up. Marsau and Tisha look like they're solid enough even now. Like they have, taking pictures all the time of themselves with their family or with the children and going out and traveling. I just feel like whatever that thing was that Martell had, he doesn't have anymore. I don't think that it's a big deal. And if y'all listen to what Martell was saying to Marsau in that scene, when Marsau threatened to, if you do this, I'm going to tell everything I know about your family. I'm going to tell everything I know about, I'm assuming he said Ariane, because
Right.
they bleeped it. So she said, I'm going to tell everything I know about Ariane. And then Martell flips. We get the scene cut. He comes back with this phone. And I'm like, oh, shit, not the Ariane conversation. What's going on?
Mm. Yeah.
That was hilarious. And at the same time, a little wonky. But Tisha Kimmy looked like she was about to flip out because she's sitting there like, oh my God, what's about to go down? You know what I'm saying? I don't even think they gave us Maurice's reaction. The Fletchers are looking crazy. Destiny started the whole damn thing.
She did.
And and I hate to see men act like that.
Yeah.
I got this on you and I got this on you, because you expect that from females, to do that. But when you see these men doing that, I got this, I got this text, I got this and that and other. I wish it didn't have to stoop to that, because it to me, in my eyes, it emasculates them when they do that.
Yep.
It did. Definitely.
At the end of the day, whatever Martell's, I guess his superpower, it looked like it got taken in that scene.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. He no longer has it.
Listen, Tisha and Marsau have weathered the worst of anything people can throw at them. And I think what it's done is made them stronger. I think all of the public scrutiny, I think everything they've had to deal with, I told you now, infidelity is always a deal breaker for people.
Facts.
Sometimes other things will make you so much stronger, and they ended up being them versus everybody.
It did.
Okay? So when it was them versus everybody, now they're solid and you can see it. You can see it in their body language now. Because I used to say, do they even like each other? But now I can see that they're a force. And they seem to be really into each other. And I'm happy to see it. I'm
Right.
happy to see it.
I agree. The thing is, and I'll piggyback off of that. Even in the scene with Tisha and Marsau, when they're talking about Maurice and Martell, and Tisha's like, this is what you should do. And Marsau hasn't changed all of who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's still snarky. He is still condescending. He's still an a-hole.
He is still an a-hole.
He is still an a-hole. But there's something to be said about him not changing his self. Whereas we see Tisha, who used to be a little more shy about shit. Even when Marsau comes into the little, whatever that is, the adult field day, and she sees her husband grabbing his neck, hugging him, and this is my big D or whatever. And doing that without, I guess, I don't know, embarrassment
Being timid.
Yeah, being timid. I was like, look at her. This is pretty impressive. I liked who they were in that scene. And I still like him saying, Tisha, you're not going to tell me what to do with my brother. He's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. I like that. Let's see. Maurice stay on hush mode. He tries to keep hotel quiet. He knows that hotel knows where the bodies are buried. Well, we'll see what bodies are buried at this point. This is what I'm saying. I feel like the rug just got snatched from up under Martell.
Too little, too late for
Yeah.
that. Martell can say whatever he wants. He can have an interview with Barbara Walters, and the women can all sit up there together. I don't think it's going to shake the Scots at this
I
point.
think
I just don't think it's going to
I'm
matter.
sorry, Mildred. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was interrupting you. I'm sorry about that.
No, I just don't think it's going to matter. I think that they are fortified now. They have made up minds that when it comes to this show, this show and anything that comes out will not be what unravels their marriages. I just think that's how they're playing it at this point. And that's how it's going to be. So nothing involving this show or anything that comes out is going to rock them.
I agree. In the beginning, oh yeah, when he asked him to show the 50,000, that was a
That
deep
was
statement.
funny.
Child, he went, I bet you $50,000. He said, show me the 50,000. Show it
But
to
you
me.
don't got it. You don't have it, player. You don't have it.
Okay, show it to me. That was great.
And I think also with Tisha and Marsau, it was more so with her, it was the embarrassment of people, what people were saying, or the possibility of it being true. But, just like any other relationship, if you can get past of someone, this person that you love, they're out there fooling around and really they're putting your life at risk when they do that. If you can get past that and the both of you and you say, hey, we're going to stick this out, we're just not going to do this anymore. If they have gotten past that in that manner, then they're not going to care. They're not going to care what comes out. So I hope, for their sake, that that is not true, for one thing. But if there are some bones out there that
Right.
they have gotten together and discussed how they will handle it when the bones come up.
Agreed.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Agreed. I feel the same way. I think that Marceau and Tisha has had a whole lot of hiccups in their marriage. I think that right now they just appear to be stronger than they have since we've seen them season 1, period. Kimmy and Maurice, I don't know what their marriage is. Maurice just seems so insensitive to Kimmy.
Yeah.
Kimmy is a strong woman and she's a grown woman. So
She is.
I got a feeling if anything does happen, Kimmy's probably a planner and she's probably hatching a plan as we speak. Probably while Maurice sleeps. She's hatching a plan and I think she'll land on her feet.
I agree with that. She's a smart woman, so I think that she'll figure it out. I know that she doesn't like to have these moments on social media, but I also think that she probably doesn't pay close attention to social media. But outside of that, those were the best scenes. Was there anything else that you ladies wanted to talk about in regards to the scenes? Did you like anything else on the show? Martell and Destiny. Who else did they have a conversation with? We talked about Tisha and Marsau a little bit. Destiny and Kimmy. Anything?
Well, I want to know, why is she playing this role of peacemaker? I'm trying to see what are they trying to make her to be.
I think she was playing devil's advocate.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think she was doing any type of piecing.
She's not a peacemaker. No, for sure. But what did y'all think about? I'll ask you this question because I had someone come into my comment section the other day. They said that I don't give Destiny a fair shake, and they were upset about it. They left me a very long message, which was fine. I respect that. But I will say this. Destiny did an interview with Dustin Ross, just like Marsau. And in this interview, Dustin is asking how, things are with her and Melody. And when I tell you she was like completely stone-faced and saying, it is what it is. Well, I don't know. It is what it is. Like she wasn't giving there was nothing there that suggested that her and Melody were cool. Okay. So when Melody has this conversation with Kimmy and she said, listen, I saw that interview. I thought she, she was giving stank energy. Like, we just came up off this trip. She didn't even have to say that shit about me or imply that there was a problem. And then for Destiny to get to Kimmy and then Tisha and say, I have no idea what she's talking about. I was like, are you serious? Like, do you think that there's something else going on with Destiny? Why doesn't she feel like why doesn't she want to own what the hell's going on with her?
I think I would prefer if Destiny would say that she's still working through it.
Okay.
Because clearly she has moments when she's um contrite. Clearly she probably has moments when she's angry. I don't know what levels she's going through, but I can tell. I don't think she's a completely bad person. I think just knowing a little bit about her background and being in the foster system, she probably has rejection issues and abandonment issues, and she's still pulling back all those layers of Destiny. So I wouldn't expect her to be completely a whole person in that
Mhm.
relationship with Mel until she's a whole person with Destiny. So that's
Okay.
why I give her a lot of grace, and I'm just watching her. And then, I guess I kind of look at her because I'm such an old heifer. I I look at what a hot mess I was back in my 20s and 30s, and so I think that's why I give her so much grace.
Okay. I've given her a little grace because I actually saw something where I knew she was being threatened, and it made me feel bad for her because I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes, and I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I was like, she's going through some shit, and you can tell. And it didn't have anything with anybody on the show. It was someone else. But how about you, Review Hour? Anything that you want to say about her?
Well, with Destiny, and I sometimes watch her. I forgot what it's called. It's on Mondays with her life
Mental
coach.
Mondays. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and
Or mindful or something like that.
yeah, something. And when I hear her, talk about her life, I automatically feel bad, because like Mildred, I'm older than Destiny, so I've gone through some things, so I can just, listen to her and say, oh, dang, she's had it hard. I can understand where she's coming from. But outside of that, I just feel like she is a liar and she can't control herself. I think she lies a lot. And to me, that's the first, in my opinion, when I hear her in an interview, she'll say something. And then you'll hear her somewhere else and she'll say something totally opposite of what she said. And I think she lies, but she doesn't realize she's lying, or she's
Okay.
telling
Oh,
us.
that's the worst kind of liar. I had one of those before.
Yes, and I feel bad for her in that too, because I don't think she realizes it, that you
Yeah.
told her there,
I don't
and
think she realizes it either.
yes, and I've had known people like that, I wouldn't be as gentle as I am now, I just tell you, you're a damn lie.
Okay.
You're lying. But
Right. Right.
but with her, I just think that is something she cannot control, and hopefully she can get that get that fixed about herself, or find out why she lies so much. Now this is just my opinion, and of what I see and what I hear. She may, I'm sure she would beg to differ that she's not a liar,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh,
hopefully.
not only was she begged to differ, she said that Melody put that whole stigma on her, and because of it, it has followed her. And I was like, well, maybe it followed you because
Yes, yes. Even with that situation, I don't know if you know about it, Diana. That Melody mentioned, and I just thought that was just low. Destiny had gone, I guess, to see the tennis match of their children, and she was sitting with Martell, and she spoke to Miss Van, and Miss Van chose not to speak back, and she yelled at her like, "Hey, Miss Van!" Did it 3 times, but you're at a tennis match for Martell's children, and you would embarrass his children at their tennis match because you want to have some, altercation with their grandmother. Something's not right there with Destiny. When I heard that, I was like, who does that?
Mm,
Something's not right with her.
hear you. Did anyone miss Sunny and Moses this episode? Sunny and Moses, were there anybody who missed them?
Who?
Okay.
Who? No, not at all.
Sunny, I know Moses is gone, but anybody miss Sunny?
I like Sunny. I like Sunny, but it's nothing there for her right now as far as a storyline. So, there was a storyline with all, with the triangle there,
Mhm.
but right now there's nothing there. But I like her, just like with Destiny, I think they, especially with that situation, um, it's it's an entanglement, as
An
they say.
It
entanglement.
definitely is an entanglement.
Yeah, but I'm a firm believer that even though Moses dated Destiny, he was no longer dating her that I know of, based on what they put before. But he definitely was not her husband, and so
Okay.
that makes him a free agent, to get married to whomever he chooses to.
He
And
was a
so
much right, just like my grandma say, a much right man. Just as
yeah.
much yours as he is mine. He's
Yes. So if he's not your husband, don't get mad over him. He's made his choice. He's made his choice.
yeah, it's over. Yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all, that's it. I'm gonna do a full review tomorrow. I'm going to get you guys to talk, okay, and not be fearful. YouTube is about opinions. It's panels and opinion, and if we do it right, we learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, there is a lock on crazy, and we got to
Absolutely.
figure that out. Let's see. I wish the best for Sunny. The storyline is gone. Okay. But outside of that, y'all, we have been here for about an hour, and I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm gonna save everything else I have for tomorrow. But I do enjoy I enjoy the panel. I enjoy Miss Mildred and the review hour coming up to chit chat. And I didn't get a chance to see everybody in the comment section, but there was a lot of y'all over there sharing your thoughts, speaking your mind, and I appreciate that too. So that's it, ladies. I'm gonna let you guys down.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay,
And
thank you.
come back next.
Night.
Bye bye. Come
Bye
back
bye.
next week, and we'll do this again next week. Okay, you guys. I thought this was an interesting show. It was a good show, actually. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back. I did a what did I do? I did a couple of videos that I put behind my wall. So if you are a member, there should be 3 new videos over there right now. So hopefully you check those out. And outside of that, you guys, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. You know how we do over here. Thank you to all of my moderators for hanging out in the chat, volunteering your time. Thank you to everybody who came over to hang out in the audience. Okay. Outside of that, I will check you on the next one. You guys are amazing. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you to also to those of you who became new members. I appreciate y'all too. Bye-bye.